Hey, everybody. Once again, you are tuned in to Twid Radio. If you haven't been told or just didn't know, Twid stands for that's what I do. And as long as you're breathing, I guarantee you're doing something. We're bringing you the real, raw, the relevant tackling news, dating, marriage, sports, and more. This is where the black community connects, grows, and thrives. That's what we do in our tribes, circles, and communities. So hit that subscribe button and join the Twid revolution today. Good evening, family. Once again, you are tuned in to Twid Radio. Let's get this party started. Family, if you want to, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Excuse me. Sorry about that. You want to bless me? Go to my Cashapp. It's $capital TWID10. Family, tonight we're going to be talking about, well, I'm going to let a woman talk, and she's going to share with you her 10 rules to a successful marriage. And boy, I must tell you, listen, and she's a married woman. She's not like the modern women that you see who are unmarried, never married. Some of them don't even have no kids. The only claim to fame is that they're pretty, they have a nice physique, and they've been engaged. But they've never actually been married to give advice on how to be or even stay married yet, like the Cheyenne Bryants. But let's hear her out and see what she's got to say.
Since you guys are so curious about my marriage, I'm going to...
Now, she started off by saying, since you're so curious about my marriage, so she's about to talk about her marriage. And that right there, to me, is the beginning of somebody who has the resume to actually speak on or give advice on marriage. She's married.
And talk about it. These are the controversial rules in my marriage that some people hate, but they work for us. We live traditionally. My husband leads, I follow, and our marriage has never been stronger. Rule 1.
You see how easy she says that with no problem? Let me go back. I want you to hear her say this and look at her tone and the way that she says it.
Controversial rules in my marriage that some people hate, but they work for us. We live traditionally. My husband leads, I follow, and our marriage has never been stronger.
You see how easy it is for her to say, my husband leads and I follow, as if it's just second nature. I mean, because when you're a wife and you understand your role, you don't kick against the bricks. It is second nature. But let's keep going.
Rule 1. He has the final say. Not because I'm weak, but because I trust his judgment. One leader means no chaos.
One leader means no chaos. Two heads. You know what they say about two heads, right?
Rule 2. I don't have to work. If I want to quit everything tomorrow, he would support me. What I choose to do is my freedom, not my burden. Rule 3. I protect the home. Cooking, cleaning, nurturing, creating peace. That is my power. A man cannot fight battles outside if his home feels like a battlefield.
Creating peace. She understands her job is to create his peace. Let's go back. She's dropping nuggets. Let's go back on that point.
My burden. Rule 3. I protect the home. Cooking, cleaning, nurturing, creating peace. That is my power. A man.
Creating peace is she understands creating peace is my power. She didn't say my education. She didn't say my money. She didn't say my beauty. She said creating peace is my power. Whoa.
Man cannot fight battles outside if his home feels like a battlefield itself. Rule 4. No opposite sex best friends. No secret DMs. No just friends with somebody who would date you if they had the chance. Loyalty is black and white. Rule 5. He pays the bills, I multiply the value. He provides financially, I turn what he provides into meals, memories, and a home worth living in. Rule 6. No clubbing or bar scenes without each other. Single life behavior does not belong in a committed marriage. Rule 7, no thirst traps online. If you ever see a risque photo of me, it's because my husband posted it himself and I reshared it. I'm not advertising for other men's attention. Rule 8, he protects me physically, I protect him emotionally. That's the masculine and feminine dynamic working in sync. Rule 9, divorce is never an option. We fix it, we fight for it, we don't quit when things get hard. Amen. Rule 10, sex is never a bargaining chip. It is not a weapon, it is a part of intimacy that keeps the bond alive. These rules might sound crazy to modern culture, but they work because we respect our roles. You don't have to agree, but don't knock what's working. If this makes you mad, ask yourself why. And if you get it, you know why traditional marriage is stronger than ever.
Okay, family, you heard it yourself. And it wasn't that hard. It wasn't that complicated. It's not like she's the doctor, still called Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, and the multitude of women out there who are trying to give advice. Everything that she said was pretty clear. She was not masculine. She was not trying to make it seem as though, she can do her husband's job. No, she came very submissive, and she was okay with it, and she was in agreement with being submissive. See, women, we don't have a choice. For all you who read the scriptures, Genesis 16, husband, wives, submit to your husbands, for he shall have rule over you. We don't have a choice to rule over you, but what's the exchange? The exchange is that you get protection, provision. We do the heavy lifting. And so when you don't have that, because you feel as though you got to have two heads, or you can have two heads, well, what you do is sacrifice. I won't even say sacrifice. You forfeit the blessing of having a husband. This woman said, I can quit if I want to. Most married men, if your wife if it gets too hard, you'll figure out something to make ends meet, so that if she needs to come off her job, she can. So there's no her having to brag about, which is never bragging, but boasting about, needing anything, because you understand your husband got you. He has you. Because there's no fight. You understand your position, I understand my position, we understand our positions. Create that peace for your husband, so your husband can go out and fight the battles, like she was saying. This type of woman, and women like this, they stay married. Don't let society trick you. There's a lot of women like this. And there's a lot of men who snatch up women like this, and they make it happen. They make it work. I know it may seem as though we're living in a world where there's people staying married. Like she said, what's happening it works for them. Married people who's been married any length of time, guess what? They understand that we got to keep people out of our business, one, and we've got to do what works for us. And more than likely, for you to have a wholesome relationship, I'm not talking about one of those relationships where we just here just because we're not happy, or we can't go anywhere. The husband is walking around, I'm saying, he's never around her, or she's never around him. They're just married for the kids or the business or whatever. No, I'm talking about a real wholesome marriage, like what she's talking about. It can only come by way of that husband being the head, and that woman understanding that he is the head, and together we're one. And I'm not fighting that. I'm going to root him on. Why? Because one, he's the head, and two, he's going to do the heavy lifting. What woman wants to help, or what woman wants to do the heavy lifting. That's what the man. We don't mind doing it. We just don't want to fight to have to do it. No, that's a no. Family, you've been tuned into Twid Center, but that's what I do. Family, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, like y'all always say, all praise to the Most High. Peace.